From the moment you wake up, that loud alarm beeping consumes your mind. But rather than thinking about your goals for the day, you scramble to hit the snooze button so you can go back to sleep for another couple hours, starting another unproductive day. But what if you didn't do that? If you listen to the voices telling you to stay asleep the whole day, then you'll get nothing done. The first step to getting something done is starting it. Think about how much more productive you could be if you woke up early and took control of your attitude for the rest of the day. No more wasted time pushing back all the activities for the rest of the day, just more doing. So what happens when you finish waking up? The rest of the day is ahead of you. Just think about the adventures that you can go on if you just wake up earlier and do something. Even just recording this video, I've had a really weird experience with a skunk just chasing after me, but it was a story to tell, and it wouldn't have happened if I hadn't have just decided to go out and try to film the sunrise for this video. So interesting things can happen in circumstances that may not have otherwise happened if you don't take control and start something. I found myself faced with boredom when I was hanging out with my friend Hunter 6 months ago. We started to hang out on a more regular basis every weekend, but we really needed something to do while we were hanging out. And one day I decided to clean out my closet, and when I came across a roll of paracord, I came up with the idea for us to build a rope swing. You see, there's a field near my house with plenty of trees around where we could go. So the next weekend we traveled out into the field and searched for a place to start our first rope swing. And starting this new thing was a little scary at first because of all the unknown things that could happen along the way. But we decided the best thing that we could do was just to start and get our concept in the air so we could adjust it later. And this was when we encountered our first big problem. Little did we expect, the razor-thin paracord that we first built our swing out of had been rubbing against the bark of the tree the entire time. And so the rope snapped while Hunter was on the swing, marking our first, but not last, failure of our rope swing. And after that swing failed us, we went back home and decided we were going to need stronger rope before rebuilding the swing again. The weekend after, we went to Home Depot and bought ourselves 100 feet of braided rope that was stronger than the paracord we used before, and we rebuilt our swing. And I really want to emphasize this. And yes, we were a little set back after our swing broke, but this same failure is what allowed us to move forward. And Thomas Edison has once failed many light bulbs, but when he was asked about how he felt about the failures, he said, "I've not failed, but I've just found 10,000 ways that don't work." And this is the mindset you need for success. Each failure is just another lesson learned. And when we got this new braided rope, we really started to enjoy our rope swing and decided to branch out to create a new swing so that we could jump out of a part of the tree and go higher. And this new swing was over a bunch of sticks, so we cleared them out and made our really cool swing. But the only problem was the sticks that we pulled out of the ground were actually poison oak. And despite it taking weeks for me to fully recover from the insane amount of rashes that were covering our body, we learned from that mistake and that there was actually poison oak to be aware of in the field, and we now knew exactly what to look for too. So I figured out the best ways to treat the rashes, and when I got poison oak again a couple weeks later, I only got over it in a week or two rather than a month like before. So again, we learned from those mistakes, and when the rope snapped on us again for the same reason, we realized we needed to make a bigger investment. And our biggest and best investment into the now multiple swings that we've built is the last rope that we bought. Armed with our new polypropylene rope, we rebuilt our 2 swings, and after multiple failed swings, we finally got the right rope. Immediately we realized that we could trust this rope more than before, so we decided to head out and look for another new spot to build our 3rd swing. After a little while of searching, we found the perfect spot for our swing. It went right over the nearby river with part of the tree that looked like we may be able to jump out of it.
I wish we could jump from this limb right here. I think we can.
Fast forward a month, and what we thought was the craziest thing that we were terrified to do happened. Someone we met at the swings decided they wanted to try jumping out of the tree. And so 2 weeks later, after watching another one of my friends successfully jump out of the tree, I decided to take on the jump. The pure adrenaline that I felt sitting up on the branch seemed to tell every bone in my body that I shouldn't jump off that tree. But I told myself when I was going up that I was not going to come down unless I went down on that swing. And so I didn't give myself any way out. And after a few painfully long minutes of just standing on the branch, psyching myself out, I counted myself down and jumped. But the story doesn't end there. Hunter went up the tree, and much like how scared I was standing up on the branch, He felt the adrenaline, but instead insisted on trying another day. I have nearly an hour of footage with Hunter standing up on the tree branch, waiting to jump for weeks. He couldn't get himself to jump off. 2 months later, a week after his longest time standing on the branch with his brother and I for almost 20 minutes trying to get him to jump off, he gained a reputation for just not jumping off the tree, and the impossible happened. Saturday, May 28th of 2022,
Hunter did it!
Hunter jumped off the tree.
You actually jumped off.
What once seemed impossible was now a reality. Not only did we go from being total amateurs at building swings to creating several rope swings that we can now fully trust in, but we were able to overcome our fears of starting. And yes, there were plenty of failures along the way, but what if I didn't decide to take that paracord rope from my closet that day? In accepting the difficult challenges and enjoying the learning process, starting wasn't that hard after all. And even jumping off that tree for Hunter was made all the more worth it because of the challenges building up to it. Anything meaningful in life comes through challenges. So if you think of your difficulties as stepping stones along the way, getting you to your dreams, then your true potential can be realized. So start now and regret never. Inspirational words for the camera, for the video? Nothing like about, conquering your fears or anything?
No, dude, who cares about
Not like
that?
you just jumped off a tree that you've been scared to jump
I mean,
off of for...
fears are for the strong. The weak, just disregard all that. Because comedy is a banana.